Okay, here I have a coming 3-year-old horse that is afraid of the clippers, and I tried it months ago and I could tell he was very afraid, so I thought it would be a good idea to use him to demonstrate how we work with horses that have fears like that. Now I just brought him in from the pasture, so I'm going to give him something he likes first, which is the grooming. I usually do that when I'm going to do any kind of work with the horse, just because I feel that it's nice to give him something he likes before I ask him to do some work. So we're going to groom him a little bit, and then we're going to attempt to introduce the clippers to him. Okay, the clippers that I have are small rechargeable clippers that are not very noisy. They're made mainly for clipping whiskers and ears. These are wall clippers, and as you see, they're pretty small, but as you can see, I turned them on and he backs up, and that's because he's, for whatever reason, afraid of these clippers. So now what I'm going to do is go back and tell him, you know, it's okay. I'm going to try to reassure him, give him a little pet, bring him forward, and get back to trying to get him more comfortable. Show him the clippers. He doesn't seem to be too afraid, but he still doesn't like them. So I'm going to reassure him again. What we're going to do here is we're going to bring the clippers around different areas, different distances from him, whether high or whether low, and see if we can get him to accept them. Accept this object kind of in the space around him. I've got that dirt out of his eye now. We'll go back to working here, and I will continue to show him these clippers and move around and get closer or farther away from him and see how he reacts to it. He seems to be taking it well. He's still not too happy with them. Just move a little bit further away and see how he handles that, which is good. And then you can also see that he's licking and chewing, and when he's doing that, that means he's a little bit more relaxed, which is always a good sign when you're doing things like this. Turn him on. Didn't move. Very good. So the idea here is that if I turn them on and he has not moved, then I will turn them off as a reward to him. But if I turn him on and he moves, then I'm going to leave them on and follow him so that he can't get away from the clipper noise or by moving. And that's how he learns, because as soon as he stops moving, I'm going to turn the clippers off. Now, the other thing is that this horse has been trained to give to pressure in terms of, obviously he's been trained to stand on the cross ties, and he knows that when he gets back against the cross ties or forward against the cross ties, that he needs to give to the pressure by moving either backwards or forwards, depending on which way we'll remove the pressure. So you really should have that established very well with your horse before you do these kinds of exercises or training experiences. And the other thing you have to remember is, don't do this when it's shedding season, because you'll get hair all over your face. It'll drive you crazy while you're videoing. No, seriously. The other thing you have to remember is that you don't want to do too much too soon. Because if you have patience and you take it slowly, you'll be rewarded in the end, because your horse will trust you. I'm going to turn them on. Didn't move, so I turn them off. Very good. So now we have to worry about what's going to happen when we move to the other side of the horse, because I'm on this side and he has eyes on both sides of his head, and some people think that they see things differently from either side, so we can't just go on one side, we've got to go to the other side too. So now we're on the other side. We're going to again show him the clippers and see how he behaves. So he's seeing the clippers. He still says, wait a minute, what are those? I don't think I really like these. Turn him. Go closer to him. He seems to be okay. Go back to the other side. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get the clippers actually closer to him by putting them against his body. I don't want to have them on when I put them against his body, because he would feel the vibration. But he just let me rub them on his neck, and there he goes again, and he seems to be fine. But remember, the clippers are not on, so this probably feels a little bit to him like a brush. But at least he's getting the feel of the clippers, which do feel different from a brush. And now I'm going to turn them on, and he didn't move, so I turned them off. Go back to the other side, see what we can do here, get a little further away perhaps. And he seems to be okay. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about it. Turn him on, didn't move, turn him off. And I'll go a little bit closer to him, turn him on, no movement, so turn him off. And now turn him on and turn him off. So he was pretty good there. And I'm just going to continue to move around him and see what happens. If he's getting used to the sound of the clippers and used to the fact that I am getting a little bit closer to him with the clippers, good boy. Now we're going to try this again. Again, you can't do it too many times. He didn't seem to have any reaction to that. I'm going to tell him again he's a good boy. Now, turn him on. No reaction. Turn him off. He's doing very well here. So we're going to continue, and he seems to be curious about the clippers, so I'm going to show him the clippers. He doesn't seem too concerned about them, so that's a good sign. You always have to take advantage of their curiosity. He's still thinking about it, but again, it's kind of hard to know where that blind spot is, so you have to be careful that you don't frighten him by putting him too close to him too quickly. Now he's like saying, well, let me see him again, I'm still not sure. And he's not having a very big reaction to him, although now he's moving just a little bit away from them. I'm turning him on. He stepped a little closer and he didn't move. A little closer, turn him off. Now he's thinking about moving. Now I've got hair in my face again. But he's doing quite well. Now we'll go back to the other side. And he's licking and chewing again, which is a good sign. Keep my eye on him. He seems to be doing more licking and chewing. Now turn him on. No reaction. To turn him off. And again, he's licking and chewing. He doesn't seem particularly concerned. He's not violently moving away from the clippers, which is good. He seems much more confident in this whole thing than he did when we started. Turn the clippers on. No, he hasn't moved. I leave him on a little bit longer this time. He's just thinking about it, but he's not really moving. Get a little closer to him. Now I turned him off and I'm bringing him closer to him and he's doing fine. Turn him on again. Now he's moving a little bit. Turn him off. So we're increasing the amount of time that we have the clippers on. See, that's what you can do. You can either get closer to him and have them on for a short time, or you can stay further away and have them on for a longer time. But in either instance, he's getting more use of the clippers, and that's what you're trying to do, is build up his tolerance. So I'm telling him he's a good boy, giving him some more reassurance by petting him. And now I'm going to rub the clippers on him again. He was fine. Touching him with the clippers, he seems to be fine. I've got the clippers on. Now I've turned them off. He's a good boy. Now what I can also do is have the clippers on, but not touching him with the clippers, but have the clippers on while I touch him with my other hand, and maybe he'll feel a little bit of the vibration through the clippers, and that would always be good. So I'm going to touch him, pet him, get more hair out of my face, turn the clippers on, no reaction. I'm going to walk towards him with the clippers on, still no reaction, which is good. He's being very good about this now. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Actually, I turned the clippers off before I went to the other side because I want to show him the clippers again from the other side. And he seems to be okay with that. So now I'll try to do the same thing from this side, and that is have the clippers on, and he's not reacting, which is very good, so I've turned him off. And I'm just going to keep petting him and telling him he's a good boy, and he wants to see the clippers again, which is fine. But, you know, now you've seen that there's a number of ways that you can get your horse used to things. You can be further away when you make the noise. You can get closer and make the noise for a shorter time period. You can increase the time from either further away or closer. Whatever it is that you do, look for signs that the horse is more relaxed, like licking and chewing, and that he's not moving around. So he's done very well today, and I think that we're going to stop here and pick this up again next time. So thanks for stopping by, and come back and watch the next clip in this series.